Hello everyone. How are you doing on the third day of the event? I hope you are having fun and learning a lot. My name is Tsubasa Watanabe. I'm a senior solutions architect at AWS focused on Honda. Today, we have put together a collaborative presentation that showcased the power of innovation and partnership between Honda and AWS. Before welcoming our customer Honda to the stage, I'd like to take a few moments to outline today's agenda. So first, we will provide a brief company background on Honda. And next, we will explore Honda's vision for software-defined vehicles, SDV, transformative technology that is impacting and shaping the future automotive innovation. We will then dive into the Honda's EV charging experience, showcasing how Honda is redefining the experience of owning and driving electric vehicles. So following that, we will take you through Honda's journey on AWS, highlighting the achievements along the way. So we will also discuss how Honda plans to achieve its corporate vision by leveraging AWS technologies, demonstrating the power of collaboration. And lastly, we will conclude with demos. So now, please join me in welcome to the stage Hideharu Takamiya, General Manager of Electrification Software Solution Development Division at Honda Motor Corporation. Welcome, Takamiya-san.
Thank you, Mr. Tsubasa. Good morning, everyone. My name is Takamiya, and I'm the Department Head of SDV Business Development Division at Honda. And I'm also a responsible leader for electric vehicle control domain. First, let me give you a brief introduction to Honda. Honda is a global leader in manufacturing of motorcycle, automobile, and power products. Across these mobility domains, Honda produces over 28 million power units annually, making us the world's largest manufacturer of power units. Through these diverse mobility offerings, Honda has been providing the power and the driving force that empowers people's everyday action and lifestyles. Honda is now in the midst of its second founding period. When President Mibe took office, he used the phrase, "We are in the second founding period." He is sending out a strong message that we should change everything except for corporate philosophy. This is Honda's vision for 2050. By 2050, we will achieve carbon neutrality through all Honda products and corporate activities. And we aim to achieve zero traffic fatalities worldwide, involving Honda motorcycle and automobiles. Today, I would like to introduce you to our effort toward carbon neutrality. As we work toward achieving carbon neutrality, one of the critical first steps is driving widespread adoption of EV. At Honda, we are going back to the drawing board and rethinking mobility from the ground up. In 2026, we will begin launching our all-new Honda Zero Series lineup in North America. The flagship model of the Zero Series is the Saloon, but that's just the start. In total, we will be launching seven unique Honda Zero Series lineup for our global customer. This is Honda's vision for SDV. SDV is a key technology that can not only enhance the value of EV, but also improve people's quality of life and even help solve social issues. By connecting cars to cloud, we can now realize things that were previously impossible. For example, through over-the-air update, cars can continuously evolve and improve. And by connecting smartphone and cars, we can deliver captivating customer experiences from customer perspective. Today, I would like to introduce our collaboration between AWS and Honda to improve EV charging user experience by utilizing SDV. This is Honda's vision at EV charging user experience concept. Honda will provide an UX that eliminates the worry of running out of the power and eliminates the passive charging time. For example, we will provide a reliable charging experience at public charging stations and simplicity when charging at home. The illustration below was drawn by my colleague. It shows a family going on a weekend trip, enjoying their journey and their event at their destination without thinking about the charging. This is the worldview of charging user experience that Honda proposes. However, numerous challenges exist in the wearable charging. Here are 10 challenges when purchasing an EV identified in the survey, of which 4 are related to charging. These challenges include a lack of charging stations and a limited driving distance per charge. Unless these charging pains are solved, EV will not become widespread. So, we need to analyze what challenges exist at each phase of EV users' customer journey. Let's analyze the behavior of EV users going on a long trip. First, the day before they leave, they will probably find it troublesome to plan their trip to include charging. Second, when they arrive at the charging spot, they may not find the exact location, or there may be a charging traffic jam. Third, when charging completion, it can be difficult to know when charging will be complete. We will analyze the pain points for each of these things and come up with appropriate solutions. Honda's solution is threefold. First, it eliminates the time wasted searching for the best charging spot for an individual. Second, it will quickly guide you to the charging point spot, even if you are in a location you have never been to before. Third is simple payment. To realize these 3 solutions, we collect data from the vehicle and outside the vehicle in the cloud and make use of advanced AI models. The data include vehicle battery status, charging station, maps, and EV users' daily history. EV users' behavior history. AWS technology is key to enabling this. Today, we will explain about this from the next page. So now, I would like to back to Mr. Tsubasa on stage.
The lack of information to help users optimize their web usage, and the need to provide a function that enhance for web driving experience. And the third one is the user's perception of long charging times for webs. So now let me outline how AWS can provide solutions to address these issues. So first, we can leverage AWS IoT Core to collect crucial data from the vehicles. So this includes real-time charging information and various vehicle data points. So this continuous stream data forms the foundation of our solutions. So secondly, we can harness the power of Amazon Bedrock to understand driver preferences. So by analyzing the information collected through AWS IoT Core, we can gain deep insights into individual driving patterns and charging habits and overall vehicle usage. And lastly, we can utilize Amazon Bedrock to provide personalized recommendations for charging stations. So this AI-driven approach takes into account factors such as the driver's route and battery status and personal preferences to suggest the most convenient and efficient charging options. So by implementing these AWS services, we can create a more intelligent and user-friendly EV ecosystem. So this not only addressing the challenges Honda has identified, but also significantly enhance the overall web driving experience. And AWS IoT Core has been an integral part of Honda's connected car platform, known as GTC, Global Thematic Center, since the 2020 model years. So this integration has enhanced Honda's ability to collect and utilize data to improve the electric vehicles experience for its customers. So let me elaborate on how AWS IoT Core is being leveraged in Honda's latest models. So AWS IoT Core provides a secure and scalable environment for Honda's MQTT brokers and maintenance operations. So this allows for reliable and real-time communication between vehicles and cloud, so which is crucial for collecting vital data for EVs. So also, by leveraging IoT Core, Honda can now collect real-time data on various aspects of EV performance, so including battery status and charging patterns and driving behavior. So this information is also crucial for developing a personalized recommendation and improving the EV charging experience. So now let's take this step further. So we can utilize Amazon Bedrock to analyze and learn from this wealth of data. So this includes information from charging point operators, so CPOs. So these powerful AI services allow us to gain deeper insights into our customers' EV usage, patterns, and preferences. So we have two potential data sources we can leverage for this recommendation. So first, we can utilize historical trip data stored in Redshift. And the second, we can input real-time data from IoT Core. So this data is currently operating vehicles. And this data is directly into Bedrock. So for example, so if we analyze past destination history and notice that a family frequently visited child-friendly locations, so we can use this information along with currently battery level and to recommend charging stations near places where the family has spent good time with their kids. So far as I've explained, by combining real-time data from AWS IoT Core with the advanced AI capability of Amazon Bedrock, we can create a highly personalized EV experience for each Honda customer. So for example, with Amazon Bedrock, we can learn and understand individual customers' EV usage habits, including how they charge their vehicles, when they prefer to charge, and then their typical driving ranges. And also, we can analyze trip data to identify frequently visited locations, such as regular commute routes and favorite weekend destinations. And also, we can utilize this information to provide tailored recommendation for charging stations. So we can optimize our route planning and enhance the overall EV ownership experience. So it's time to show you how this works. And we have prepared demonstrations that will bring this concept to real life. So to present this demo, I'd like to invite Bei from AWS Professional Services.
So my name is Bei Liu. I'm a senior cloud architect from AWS Professional Services. So today, I'm going to introduce and demonstrate the solution we built with Honda team together as a POC, which is called smart routing. So with conventional routing feature, the user may have to wait for charging at the charging station, which could be boring. So to solve the challenges of charging time and charging planning, we think it's hard to just shorten the charging time itself a lot. But instead of that, we think we are trying to provide more meaningful charging time for the user. So with the smart routing powered by the Amazon Bedrock, the user will be recommended a best charging plan and the best route for the user, taking into account the user's preference and interests. So as a result, the user can enjoy their time at the recommended places around the charging stations. So we believe the smart routing can provide a better EV user experience in the end of the day. So let me show you the architecture we built during the POC. So here, we are using a simplified version of the architecture. So let's start from the right-hand side. So first, we learn the user's interests from the historical data by calling Amazon Location Service and Amazon Bedrock. So we store the result into the Amazon DynamoDB. Next, on the left-hand side, so we built a secure API with Amazon API Gateway and protected by AWS WAF. And at the same time, we also enabled authentication and authorization features with Amazon Cognito and AWS IAM. And last but not least, we implemented the business logic in AWS Lambda. So each time the user triggered the API call, we retrieve the user's preference and interests from the DynamoDB. We call location services to search the nearby places around the charging station candidates. And we also call external APIs for getting the dynamic information, such as traffic conditions on the road and status of the charging station. So at last, we pass all necessary information to Amazon Bedrock and ask generative AI to think about what's the best route and the plan for the user. Okay, so next, it's demo time. I really would like to show you a live demo today. I say, no, don't do that. I'm joking. So to avoid any technical issue, such as network issue, and in order to deliver a high quality of demo, today I'm going to play a recording demo video and explain what's going on at the same time. And also, who knows what will the generative AI generate next time? But trust me, it's a working solution. Okay, so let's start. The solution we built for the POC is a web-based application, but you can imagine it as a navigation application inside the car or inside user's smartphone. So today, I'm going to present two scenarios and with different persona. And at the end of the demo, each of the persona will get their best route and plan. So let's start with the first persona. So we log in as user 1, who represent the first persona. So after login, you can see a base map is showing on the screen, and in the center of the screen is the current location. Yeah, and please look at left-hand side. There is a navigation bar. So from there, we can access the search panel, routing panel, and setting panel. So inside the setting panel, we can see it's logged in as user 1. And we assume the car is a saloon. And the preferred food type is European food. So usually, we have some invisible parameters we don't want to show to the user. But for demo purpose, we implemented a cheat mode or a developer mode. So with this mode, we can see the invisible parameters, and also we can adjust some of them. So let me turn on the cheat mode with the cheat code. So it's just keep quickly tapping on the image for 10 times. Okay. So after if it's done, yeah, we can see a notification on top of the screen. So now the cheat mode is on. So with the cheat mode, we can see some parameters such as the state of charge and also the interest of the user. So for persona 1, we assume the user's interest is sports, cars, golf. So next, let's search on the map. So we want to search Los Angeles for moving the map to somewhere at Los Angeles. So by clicking on the result, now the center of the map moved to Los Angeles automatically. So next, we assume the first persona lives in South Bay Village. So we search by South Bay Village, and we set it as the origin of the route. And next, we assume the user is going to travel to Santa Barbara, which is a nice place, at the user's weekend. So let's do a routing. Okay, we got the results. So here we have 3 candidate routes. Each of them goes through different paths, and the car may need to charge at different charging station on each route. For example, here, or here, or here. So we also have an AI-generated simplified label, which can help the user to identify the routes. And also, there are some tags which represents the difference of routes. So for example, we have recommended, fastest, shortest. So let's click in the first recommended route to see what's the reason of the recommendation. So here, the generative AI thought this route provides the best option for the user with a golf practice range, sporting goods shop, store, and various casual dining options. Okay, let's look at the plan. So the user will arrive at the first charging station in Torrance, and around the charging station, during the stop, the user can visit the nearby golf practice range, golf shack, and the sports goods store, Turner's outdoorsman. For dining, the user can try the casual dining options like King Mediterranean, I hope I pronounced it correctly, and Round Table Pizza nearby the charging station. Sounds good, isn't it? So we may want to click on the navigation button and start navigation. But hey, we are not on the car, so it's not possible to do the navigation. But we say every choice of the user is recorded as a feedback to the generative AI. Okay, that's all for the first persona. So let's log out and switch to user 2. Okay, now we are logging in with user 2, who presents the second persona. So let's move to the setting panel again. Here, we assume user 2 is driving Space Hub, which is a minivan type of vehicle loved by families. So let's turn on the cheat mode again. Okay, it's on. So for persona 2, we assume the interests are children and family. So with different interests and different profile of the vehicle, let's do a routing intentionally with exact the same the origin and destination with the first scenario. So for comparing purpose, we can see the difference between the two persona. So let's set the South Bay Village as the origin, and also the Santa Barbara as the destination. So let's do the routing. Okay, we got the result. So for this time, there are 4 candidates. And of course, each of them goes through a different path, and the car may need to be charged at different charging station. Like this. So let's click in the first route to see what's the recommendation. So generative AI thought the route 2 has the most nearby places that are related to the user's interests, include children's clothing store and family-friendly dining options. So let's look at the plan. So firstly, the user will arrive at first charging station, and around the charging station, there are H&M, shop for children's clothing, round table pizza, grab a quick bite to eat. Creme de la Crêpe, try a family-friendly dining option. And then, secondly, the user arrives at the second charging station, and around the second charging station, there are Red Robin, enjoy a casual dining experience, Bolero, take the family for some bowling fun, and Manchis, frozen yogurt, satisfy your sweet tooth. Sounds like an advertisement. Yeah, very good. If it's me, I would like to take this route and enjoy my travel. But this time, we also want to try some other options. So, for example, the second route has fastest and shortest tags on it. So, if we start navigation with this second route for multiple times, just for demo purpose, all these selections will be recorded as a feedback. So next time, if we want to run the routing again with the exact same condition, we can see a different result. So this time, rather than the first time, the recommended route is not the top result. So the generative AI take into account the choices of the user and re-rank the result. So now, the fastest and shortest route is the first result. Okay, so at the end of the demo, both of the two scenario, the two persona, got their best route and plan, taking into account their preference, interests, and choices. That's all for the demo. So, as the next step, today, this is only a POC, a demonstration, but we think in the future, the improved version of this feature will be launched to the Honda Zero series. Yeah. Thank you all for your patience. We will be ready for Q&A after the session over there. So, thank you again.